caught you. Almost caught you. Darn it. So close. Welcome and well met to the Moonflower Tavern here on my Twitch channel where I play games. My name is Thalanos, and tonight I am the GM of another night of Pathfinder in my homebrew world of Cyrenthe. Now, before we get started, got a couple housekeeping items. First, the music you're hearing right now is provided by the bard, the Derpwood. You can find their music on YouTube. I'd also love to hear kind of feedback on how we're doing, so come on in to our Discord channel, join the Moonflower Tavern Discord server, connect with us. Let's see, a great way to support us is to follow us and subscribe. Anyone who follows gets to create a gonna create an NPC that'll be out in the world. Subscribers actually will create an adventure NPC that'll be out that will run into the characters at some point. Also, subs will get us closer to an art commission for all the players. Let's see, there's also bits. If you donate 100 bits or 100 copper pieces, it's actually going to grant any hero of your choice a hero point, kind of like a luck roll. Let's see. I think that's about it. Pretty sure. I'll get this down eventually. But why don't we start first with the players? Mike, where can everyone kind of meet you online and kind of connect with what you do?
Okay, my name is Mike Heck, aka DM Madcap, Madcap23 on most socials. You can find me on YouTube, Discord at the Superior Adventures Guild and the Moonflower Tavern. I am a homebrew creator, DM, player. Been doing this type of thing for more than 20 years. And my current thing is I'm doing 3-minute TikTok videos, which will probably go back to YouTube at some point in time, that explain my opinions and views on how to be a better person for running or being part of D&D or other TTRPGs. So yeah, find me around. Back to you.
Great, thanks. Allie, how about you? Tell us a little more about yourself.
Wait, myself? I'm not that interesting. Well, related to D&D and Pathfinder, this is my first campaign. It's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot, and I know today is going to be some fighting, which I am very excited to figure out how my character is going to punch or kick something. So, should be fun.
Sounds great. Then rounding us off, Shelly.
Hey everyone, I'm Shelly, also known as Flea Monkey, Real Flea Monkey on Twitter, where I have links, I draw stuff, it's wild, go check it out. I also play in Guild Superior every Tuesday, so find me there. Find me here every Wednesday.
Very nice. I think that's about it. Players, are you all ready to dive in?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see. Buttons. I have a lot of buttons. Which ones do we need to press? I think what we'll do. So last time we left our players, they had just entered a cavern following a group of goblins through the forest. The goblins had been holding a town hostage for quite some time now, a few years as it were, and you all have been tasked to retrieve an artifact from the goblins. But the last we see of our players outside, well, I guess what would we'll hear it straight from the players themselves. Hassian, right before you step into the darkness of the cave, a flick of movement from the edge of the woods unbeknownst to you, what do they see as you walk into the darkness? What does Hastian look like?
Hastian is wearing a fairly standard suit of black leather armor. However, striped across it are some fairly bright colors, reds and yellows, that betray his former profession of being an acrobat at a circus. He's a fairly tall person, light skin, shock of brownish blonde hair. His most telling feature, however, are ears that are exceptionally long and pointed, as the elf that he is known as a whisper elf. He can hear things very well, and he is moving incredibly silently for someone, you know, of human size.
Guzmik, what does this creature see as it flicks an ear and peers closely at yourself?
They would see a very confident green-skinned goblin with little tufts of red hair and a gold tooth. Very nice teeth, by the way, if they really zoomed in. Takes pride in her dental care. She is wearing a chain shirt with, you can see like a gold chain hanging a little pendant inside her shirt, but the chain's real nice, so you gotta know that pendant is important to her. Oh, and she's got a red scarf that she occasionally flips dramatically back over her shoulder. And green lenses, sorry, green goggles.
Okay.
Glasses, they're not goggles, they're glasses. Okay, that's it.
Sounds good. Taking a bit of an interest in yourself, and a flick of a kind of a reddish blonde tail. Joanna, what does this creature see as well heading into the darkness?
So going head to toe, very long blonde hair, but tied into two clean braids down the back, and almost no jewelry or anything embellishing, just some very modest earth-toned robes that are currently in short sleeves and like a long skirt. And because it's long, you can't see the boots, but very not supportive, just basically like nothing so that I'm barefoot. And yeah, fair skin, average height, 5'6", steady step.
All right, as you all kind of disappear into the cave, as it were, you find darkness, and deep darkness envelops you. Joanna, not really being one to see in the dark, carefully crept along with Hastian and Guzmik, finding their way through a tunnel system from the entrance, not really finding anybody along their way before reaching an opening. I believe last we left off, Hastian took currently has a light coin in his pocket that he is holding.
I thought I gave that to Johanna as I went forward. Okay, so it's in my pocket.
Okay. Yeah, last I remember, you still had it. But
Okay.
it's something could be easily rectified. But I hope you can all, at this point, kind of see a bit of what the room looks like. Again, there are a number of lights around. Oh, wait. Wrong character. A little bit of kind of lighted area. You can see coming from this large room. Faintly against the other wall, Joanna, it is still quite dark. Austin, you can see in here fairly clearly. Why don't you give me a perception check? And all three of you, a stealth check. New day, let's get some new rolls.
Perception is 12. Gosh darn it, I had it and I can't find it now.
I got a 10 on my stealth. I mean, that's average-ish.
You got an 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
noisy monk.
Second. And my stealth 20.
All right, as you kind of, I believe Hastian stepped forward for a moment to kind of gather a view of the room. You see the three closest pillars are stalagmites. The farthest one, a stalactite in this next room. No real notice of any creature or anyone in this room at the moment. Across the way, you see... You can probably tell that there's some kind of fabric or material or something straight across the room. Off to the right, there are a couple lights in there, but no one is in this room at this moment. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna whisper from back where I am. I feel like Heston will hear it. Should we go?
I tried to say
What?
you're muted, but I was muted. Oh my god.
I'm going to step back 10 feet. So I'm next to Guzman, and I'm going to say, look, it's, I don't see anyone in there. Doesn't necessarily mean that there's not anyone. But I think that we should go a little bit further. Because I think our friend here, the taller one, is going to be able to see better inside that room.
You complain?
I'm going to go to the left.
So are the three of you going to try to stick together then? Stay pretty close to each other?
I think so. This is a big room, so... Yeah, Kuzmik's actually gonna hang back and wait for Joanna to go by. Because...
I'll go my max, which is right there, right behind you.
Wait, go your max what?
25 feet.
You can keep moving. Don't worry. Like right now, there's no initiative. You can keep moving kind of at pace wherever you'd like to go. So if you want to be right up behind Hastian, you can.
I'll go actually on the other side of the wall.
All right.
stand right there with my hands on my hips, providing an excellent silhouette for anyone to shoot at. Just kidding, I'm gonna press myself against the wall if I can, kind of on Heston's side in that square.
Okay. Why don't you all move another 10 feet? Or, you know, half your movement, kind of, as since you're being stealthy.
Well, what's this?
That's something that you actually don't notice off the bat.
Oh,
Don't worry, that'll come into play shortly.
great.
Fine, right there.
Okay. As you're all kind of sneaking about carefully the edge of this cave, why don't the other two, Guzmik and Joanna, why don't you give me a perception check?
Not my day. 10.
This is gonna go real well.
7.
Wow.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start rolling up a new character now.
Probably best. As you kind of start creeping along, you probably hear a little bit of maybe a couple falling pebbles, a little bit of kind of in the background, and you happen to look up and behind you against the wall to see an alcove, probably about 10, 12 feet high. And at that point that you look over, or at the point that you look up, you see a face kind of peer out around, dirtied, kind of gray skinned, long ears, bald, kind of peering around before looking down and meeting your eyes as a goblin is directly above you. They have, I'll say with their perception and you guys so close to the wall, probably not terribly aware, so I won't give them a surprise round. But will the three of you please roll initiative? And hold on, I can start that soon.
Of course. And holy cow.
Ah, there's the button. Trying to remember all these guys.
That was stealth.
Yeah, yours says perception check. That
Yeah,
was right.
initiative, stealth,
Yeah.
initiative, perception check. I don't know why you got initiative stealth. You can actually choose in
I think
the...
Pathfinder, it can be a bit like if you are stealthing, you can kind of roll more of a initiative for stealth. You know, if you're kind of being aware of people around and movement and coming around the corner, that'd be more kind of perception. I think you kind of steer your initiative based on that.
Oh.
But for this, actually, Joanna, you are the first to, I guess, react. Your senses, your muscles being a little more kind of ready for action. You see this possibly hostile face kind of look surprised at you despite this dim lighting in here. I'll say you're probably still able to see and catch on that there is somebody above you all. What would you like to do?
Do we want to fight or run? I mean, I have a crossbow, but I mean, they're 15 feet above us.
It's looking at me funny.
I think we fight. They're gonna tell a bunch of other goblins that we're here,
All right, I take out my crossbow.
right? I mean, right?
Yeah,
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
I can't punch them.
You could probably try to jump up and scale the wall to get up there if you want. Or you could work on pulling out the crossbow. It'll probably be, you know, an action to load it and one to fire, so it'll be 2 actions to kind of take this first shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the crossbow. I don't want to
Okay.
be separate from the other two. Nope, that's not it. Attack. Crossbow. 11.
11 is not going to be enough. As you kind of pull back, they're able to pull their head back kind of behind the alcove, and the crossbow bolt kind of shoots up and hits the roof of this at that little area. You've got one more action if you want to move or try something else. You could also reload your crossbow and be ready again for next turn.
I'm going to reload.
Okay. That goblin right there at the edge of the cliff will... I guess you don't really see anything. But you hear them kind of yell out. Guzmik, you would understand it at least. But the other two, you kind of hear... as they call out intruders. Relatively quietly, not terribly loud, but enough to at least alert somebody else near them. And will kind of peer over the edge of the cliff, or of that little section, and will probably shoot a crossbow at Joanna, seeing as she was the first one to strike, and Hassian, I think, had a pretty good stealth. So he'll take an attack at you, Joanna, for a 24 to hit.
Yes.
For just 3 points of damage.
That's what I get.
And with that, we'll kind of pull back for a moment and reload their crossbow before kind of peering back over to see what the rest of you are going to do. That's what I need to do. I need to reset. Hold on. I gotta...
You need to roll worse.
That is, in fact, something that you need to do.
Is that possible, though?
Yes.
No, because I roll really well, sadly. You hear a quick few steps as another one comes and joins them and looks over. This one, though, will continue to jump down and actually almost land on Hassian. And with that kind of surprise, will pull out a pretty rough-hewn looking blade, really fat, with a few kind of holes drilled into it, to be what Guzmik would know as a dog slicer, and will try to take a swing at Hassian. Should I keep rolling in person or on the VTT, guys?
I just took up my dice. I'm rolling in person from now on.
I'll try one in person. We'll see if it's okay. It's a 19 to hit Hassian.
That, in fact, I believe that hits. Hang on. Yes, that barely hits.
Okay. You'll as well will take 3 points of damage. With the kind of running up, the jumping down, and taking a swing, that'll be all that that one has for its turn. Here, next turn. Hassian, it is your turn. You're up. You got one the goblin above you, one that just dropped down in front of you. What would you like to do?
You said it's 15 feet up?
About 10 feet, 10, 12.
Well, I'm going to take one action, and I'm going to use my rapier. And... gosh darn it, where is it? 22 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
What is the damage for a rapier? Oh, sorry, that's the dagger. My bad. 5 points of damage for the rapier. Is it still up?
It is. Though you definitely got him very, very good with that.
Dagger strike.
Okay.
Again, that's a 22.
That definitely hits.
And that is 3 points of damage.
With that one does heal over.
Okay. I have one more action. I am going to use my circus training, my acrobatics. No, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to try to flatten myself up against the wall and hide using stealth. I keep on rolling. I rolled a 15 for the rapier hit. Plus 7 is 22. For the dagger hit, I rolled an 18. Plus 4 is 22. Keep on rolling 22s in this in my wonderful dice tower. So 22 for stealth.
Okay. Sure, you can try to flatten yourself up against the wall there. I guess that'd be your third action, so that's it for you?
Yep. Done.
Okay. With that, another goblin comes running out and kind of hearing a bit of the gurgle of the one and seeing the one fall, maybe glances over you for a moment, but will call out much louder. Guzmik, you would kind of catch, or you would obviously understand that they would say, "Intruders, intruders, get out here!" And would jump down and kind of be facing Guzmik, and kind of face to face, same height, a goblin like yourself, though kind of the light green or gray skin instead, is more of an ironhide goblin, and will pull out their dog slicer and make a strike at you.
I know the Ironhides are just they're tougher skin, right? I
Yes.
mean, hard to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Pull that out. There we go. Now I can see. That'd be a 21 to hit.
Yes.
Do like the VTT rolling. Good to say. It's doing okay for me.
Go back to your dice.
All right. I'll only do two points of damage though for you.
Okay.
Ran up there, called out, jumped down on you. I think that'd probably be it for their turn, for that one's turn. Guzmik, you are up at this point with a fresh goblin who just dropped down in front of you. What would you like to do?
I will step up and try to do chill touch on him.
Okay.
Reach for him with my girl's long fingernails. All right. So, I guess it. This save DC of 15, basic.
Ah, so it's something he
fortitude.
has to do. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see if this works.
Guzmik doesn't. Oh.
So I guess what would it all look like? Was just kind of that reaching kind of touch?
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a reaching, a touch. I think there's gonna be a little bit of like, maybe like the tips of my fingers just go a little dark for a minute, like darker than the green. It's like a dark green, and then like a little bit of just darkness comes off.
Okay.
So it's just a whole dark maneuver that happens there. And in this case, I think he saved, so Should have read this ahead of time.
I don't think anything happens.
Deals thing. Okay. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna try to bite him.
Ooh, there you go.
I'm upset that didn't work. Might try it again later. But here's the bite. You better not break my teeth.
The 17 hits, actually.
17, okay. For 1. I went in for the jugular and I just bit his ear.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
He turned.
Okay,
last
Mike
second.
Tyson.
Ah! Okay, for my last move, I'm gonna pull out Dog Slicer. And whack him.
Sounds good.
Hopefully, whack him. Ooh, yeah, that totally is gonna whack him. 24.
Oh, yeah. Please roll damage.
Okay. 5 damage.
Actually, with that, I do believe you take him down.
I stand on him.
Where kind of did you strike him?
We're the same height. I think I probably tried to, I think I maybe just tried to reach up and get the spot I missed before, like his neck.
Okay.
So I'm kind of going for a neck, shoulder, up in there.
Sounds good.
Did I behead him? Not really. That's fine.
No, not this one, maybe. We'll say not.
Okay. I think I'm done. That's my 3 actions.
Okay.
I'm gonna say we've obviously been made.
And at that moment, you do start hearing a bit more scrambling and some movement, and a quick glance behind you. There we go. We'll notice another pair of goblins appearing into the light. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Did that. Go back here. Sorry, there's a lot dealing with all these guys and getting them up and going, because, you know, guys kind of poke the hive a little bit. Joanna, you probably heard a bit of scrambling, a bit of noise faintly across the area, across the edge of the room. Stands a kind of a faint glowing and burning torch against the stalactite, and you do catch a bit of movement on the other side of the room as 2 more appear, coming out from behind a bit of fabric against the wall. You do know that there is still 1 goblin above you, but what would you like to do?
I'm kind of mad that I missed the last one, so I would like to use my crossbow again.
Okay. On which one?
The one above.
Okay.
Oh, it is a pretty far reach, I guess. I don't think a crossbow would scare them, so I'm gonna go with the one above. And then we can only attack from one side. There. 23.
23 does hit. Damage.
7.
Yeah, with that, with 1 strike, seemingly leaning over the edge and with only 1 target to view, just his head, you seem to hit a vital spot, and he kind of falls off, and you hear a heavy thump back in that alcove above you. It's still your turn with 2 actions. What would you like to do?
Since they're so far, if I can reach them, I want to reload and hit one of the far 2.
Sure. It takes 1 round to reload. And so you could still take one more. Oh, wait, what was that range? Ooh,
Hey, that's what I was saying. It's 120, I believe.
I think your
Too far.
crossbow range might be 120. Why don't you... Oh, yeah, 120 feet. You can barely reach them. You can barely see them. They'll probably have a little bit of cover. It's probably going to be a hard shot, but feel free to take it if you wish.
$14.
No, with that that distance, kind of right at the edge, and really, you just know at some point it kind of flew a little wide. You don't know exactly how and where. Anything else? Well, I guess that'd be 3 for you.
Yeah, but I want to say. That's it.
Okay. There we go. That one across the way, one of the two that you had kind of shot at, takes, I don't know if offense or decides to kind of head your direction, but being in this open area will make a point to kind of run off to the side. And I think I can use my measure tool. They're going to spend their entire action kind of running along that back of the wall and disappearing behind the behind that stalagmite back off to the left. The next one will run around a stalagmite off to your right, and seeing you all together will continue to advance forward towards you, but unable to reaching you all the way. Hassian, we'll take it to you now. You see one still across the way and another one charging.
$10, $15, $20, $30, $35.
Is that 55?
No, that can't be 55.
I can't. I
5,
couldn't see it.
10.
55 feet.
Oh, well, no, it should be 40 feet to get to him, though, because at one...
Oh, yes, 45.
So 2 actions to move to there.
Okay.
Third action with the rapier. $21 to hit.
That hits.
7 points of damage.
How do you take this one out? Very quickly dispatched.
I just was running at him. I had the rapier held high, and I plunge it down right here on the shoulder, and then draw it out as I pass by him.
That would be a terrifying last thing to see.
There we go.
Killed by ears.
Who's next?
Guzmik, it is your turn with one visible opponent way on the other side of the room.
I think... Whoops. I think I'm gonna try to... Oh, that wouldn't probably work. I'm gonna wonder, should I try to pretend like... I'm gonna shout back in Goblin. All clear, we got him!
Okay, why don't you make a deception check?
Okay.
All clear.
Okay.
You know, your
okay.
buddy just fell down dead over here with a gaping wound. But
He
hey, we're
probably
good.
didn't see that. He didn't see that.
We're good.
20,
Okay, a
30. But
ridiculously high roll for a very hard thing to sell. Okay. What next?
I will begin to I'm gonna look at the state of the armor of each of the two that are on the ground. Pick the best one, the least damaged one, probably the one that I hit with the neck.
Yep.
What kind of armor is it, and do I think I can make a show of looking like them? Like, could I just throw some of their cloaks over me, or I want to do a quick costume change. So maybe they might think I'm one of them.
A quick might be getting kind of the rag kind of that they were using as a cloak is definitely very tattered and whatnot. You could probably quickly throw it over your shoulders if you want. Maybe cost another action kind of as an interact.
Okay, I'll do that. And then I will let's see if I can see him. Can he see?
Yes.
He could see me standing down, so I could. Well, fuck, he's just gonna see Joanna standing right next to me.
No, it's okay. I'm small.
Bigger than I am.
I know.
I will grab her arm and act like I am holding her hostage. Just play along.
Ow. Ow.
I'm not scraping you with my nails. I'm being careful. It was all clear, like I said. Well, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Just see what happens.
Okay. Something happened. Your initiative had changed when you rolled for some reason. I set that correctly. Learning as I go.
I'm actually rolling from the drop-down menu on the left-hand side and just changing.
Yeah, for some reason it took your deception
bad?
as an initiative. It was very strange.
It says initiative above it, but when I change,
Yeah, so you're dropping down
Am
to
I
change your initiative kind of roll instead of going to
Don't do that.
check your kind of your
why does
attribute
it
or
let me-
your proficiencies, skills.
Okay. It shouldn't let me do that. I blame the game.
Okay, so that was one thing I forgot to change. Thank you, Derp, for catching that. Let's see. Where are we at now? Kuzmik, I know you're down lower, so I will just kind of do like that to put you at the end. Next up, actually, will be the one across the way who, seeing I guess one tall not goblin running across the room and hitting an ally, probably not going to fall for it, maybe not hitting in your direction, but will take offense at Hastian, as it were, off on the other side. So let's see. Oh, 80 feet. Perfectly in range for a short bow. So he will actually draw back an arrow towards Hastian and make a shot against you.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Only today.
Just 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And it will actually take one more shot quickly. Just an 8 to hit you.
That, of course, misses.
Trying to, at that point, he was kind of attempting to take cover and move away and actually stepping behind the stalactite next to him to try to get cover, and his shot went a little wide. You can still see his feet hiding behind the stalactite, but he is attempting to stay out of sight as best he can. Next up, quickly coming around the corner and pulling out a dog slicer on their way is another goblin who will charge up to Hastian and make a single strike against you.
I'm surprised he can get that far and make a strike.
2 move actions and one swing.
Okay.
12 to hit you.
Misses.
They were rolling so good to start, and now they're not. At that moment, after another one kind of running around the corner, you all catch a glimpse of movement out of the corner of your eye as stepping around what happened to be a curtain or a leathers of some sort blocking that back area, steps out a very tall looking goblin figure, and actually probably heard enough or know enough lore to know that it is in fact a hobgoblin. But coming around in front of them, standing maybe about 5 feet tall, is essentially a glowing figure, is the best as you can probably describe it. Up from underneath, you're kind of getting that hobgoblin kind of shadowy, scary face. And with this ball of light figure comes forward, you can all hear between goblin, a broken common, "Enlightened one! Enlightened one!" as they kind of take up a scary chant for those alive. Even the one facing Hastian ends up kind of getting caught up in a bit of the fervor. No motion beyond the entering into kind of this area. Joanna, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
I don't think I reloaded, right?
That is correct.
Goosewick, do you want to keep doing this, or... Because I could push you, and then run to Hastian.
Push me? Push me why? What do you mean?
Are you working for him, you know?
Oh, I get it. Yeah, the ruse. Yeah, go ahead. Push me.
Okay, the ruse. Okay. So, I'll push her, and then take 2 movements, I think, to get to Hastian.
I'll shout in Goblin, "Hey, get back here!"
Yeah, we'll go there. Ah! I was gonna say I'm stuck on the ruler. There we go.
All learning.
We'll go 1 more in case I wanna do the crossbow.
Okay. Probably would have been that one moment of kind of that interaction, taking that action to kind of Well, would that be an interaction? I'd say it probably was an interaction. Just kind of pull away, kind of make a show of it, and run. So that'll probably be your turn if you're okay with that.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, Griswick.
I totally flew down too well dramatic and stuff.
Okay.
And a wink. I winked at you.
I don't think. So this goblin over here that kind of disappeared behind the stalagmite showed up back out in the open and unable to actually see or actually have Hastian within range will take a moment to kind of step out into the open again and kind of back towards the center of the room, drawing out at the edge of his range to try to get another shot or to get a shot at you. So let's take one shot with a short bow in your direction, Hastian.
Okay.
22 to hit.
That hits.
And the first strike is doing well. Beyond that, not really. Another 5 points of damage.
Just say 7. Holy crap. Okay, I'm a hurting unit right now. Down to 4 hit points.
Jeez.
So Hastian is not looking too well. I think pinned by a few different arrows. Might be hurting a little bit. Hastian, it is actually your turn.
Where's the hobgoblin?
Be back here.
All right. And that guy, this guy here was the one that just pinned me, right?
Correct.
All right. Rapier strike against the dude that came rushing up, which is a 16 to hit.
That hits. Barely.
5 points of damage.
All right, you do kind of catch him under the arm, but he is still standing.
Dagger strike.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That hits as well.
And that's 4 points of damage.
And with that one does keel over dead as well.
And this is a stalagmite, right?
Yep, you got the 3 bottom ones are stalagmites and the 1 stalactite.
5, 10, 15. There we go. That ends my turn.
Okay.
Oh, stealth. Trying to hide. 20.
Would that be an action to do that?
That's your call.
I'd say it probably would be.
Okay, then never mind.
Okay.
We'll do that next time.
You are in cover, though.
Yes, that's the most important thing.
Okay. Guzmik, you're up. Unsure exactly how your ruse is going.
When we're counting distance, can we count them diagonals continuously?
If you use the ruler tool, it's kind of like a
Okay.
kind of like the knight movement in chess, I think.
Except I can't see the numbers. 20.
That'd be 25. That's 30. There's 25.
Okay, I'm gonna go. That's my movement. Oh, this isn't gonna work. What I want to do is get 5, 10. Let's see what. I think it was there.
You could get up there if you wanted. I think you had pinged.
Yeah.
Okay, how about instead of there, I get there.
That'd be fine as well. Yep.
Okay. This still is not the range I need, though.
Hastian's about 40 feet from you.
Of course he is. I need him to be within 30 feet. I'm gonna yell like I'm. They know you went back there, right?
Yeah, of course they do.
I'm gonna yell like I'm gonna attack him. I'll get him! And then I'll do a second movement. I don't even. This is hard to move. I can't see what the numbers are.
Sure.
Like where this dead guy, the second dead guy is that 25?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. We'll get up to there. This is my third movement. So the healing that I want to do, it takes 2 actions. So I think what I'll do is I'll just do my last action and I'll just get right up here so I'm also hidden.
Okay.
And then I'll say, "Heston, make a noise like I stab you."
Right.
He's dead. In Goblin, of course.
Okay.
And that's my round.
That's your 3?
Yep.
Okay. The goblin that I kind of stepped around the stalactite will step out again into the open, and seeing only Joanna. Perfect, 80 feet. Man, it's like I planned this. Will take a shot of Joanna being out in the open, not seeing anyone else hostile at the moment. As a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. For 2 points of damage. And emboldened by only seeing one enemy at the moment, will take a second shot, aiming at you as well. For a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
2 points of damage then.
Thank God.
Standing out's gonna continue standing out in the open with no extra movement or a turn. At this point in time, the hobgoblin will kind of give a little bit of a chuckle. Twice in a 10-day. I guess the town needs to be taught another lesson. With that, and will kind of stand where he is still and keep watching to see what occurs. He doesn't seem to be doing anything at the moment. Joanna, it is your turn.
I'm gonna keep going with the crossbow. I'm feeling it.
Okay. Toward what target?
The left one.
Okay.
So, action to load it, and then action to throw it?
Fire.
The fire.
Don't throw your crossbow.
A 9.
Okay.
I might as well have.
Sure. With the 9, shot seems to go a little wide. It is again kind of that edge of that torchlight area, and just is difficult to see in this darkness.
And then I can't think of a good ruse, so I'm just gonna run.
Okay. You're leaving the cave then?
No. Run the other way.
Okay.
So I'm hidden.
Sounds good.
End of turn.
I guess none too happy to have lost sight of you will this other goblin warrior will step down. Down all the way here to see the three of you standing nicely in a row. We'll probably take a shot at Guzmik, since you're kind of the first one visible at this moment.
But the cape. I know. Shoot at your own buddy. Come
26 to hit.
Okay, so I have this reaction called shield block.
I think you need to actually spend an action to have kind of raised your shield. So I don't think that's something you're able to do.
Yeah, no, okay.
Okay.
I'll take it.
2 points of damage.
Okay. It's fine, I'm fine.
Okay. That seems to be like kind of enough of its time running down to get around to see you that you only have time to fire once. Hessian, it's your turn.
Action to put away the rapier and dagger. Action to pull out my short bow.
I was gonna say, Hastian, I do have a healing potion on me if you want to steal it.
I can't. You'd have to give it to me first.
What? You can't steal it?
No. Well, I mean, I could try, but...
Shut up, you guys, I got this.
It'd take more time and more actions to locate it and take it.
Actually, dropping rapier and dagger, pulling out bow, knocking arrow, fire.
There you
go. 14 to hit.
That one he's able to kind of dive out of the way a little bit, and it does actually miss.
Cool. That's it.
Okay. Guzmik, it is your turn.
Okay, you guys, hold on to your socks. I'm gonna do the heal that takes all my actions this turn. And I will disperse positive energy in a 30-foot emanation. Targets all living, and all of us are gonna get in on this.
Nice.
Okay.
So it looks like I can do. Do I do 1d8 plus 8? Or because the one that takes 2 actions so the 3-action one is material, somatic, and verbal. Of course I have my materials for healing on me. The 2-action one is only verbal and somatic. It's got a range of 30 feet, but it's just one person. It says increase the hit points. Like, is it cumulative? Like, do you know what I'm asking? I don't know if I'm asking.
So I think it's just going to be...
Or will it be...
Well, actually, if you just... You know what? Why don't you hit the heal and see what happens? It might just be 1d8, but I feel like there's a bonus in it as well.
Cast. Did anything happen?
So now it kind of showed up in the chat, so if you actually hit
okay.
the 3-action heal, see what happens.
Okay, so, I could click the healing or place 30-foot emanation. I think we know I'm just gonna center it, like, on... I think Hestian's in the middle. It doesn't matter. It's gonna get all of us, no matter who I put it on. Should I just...
Try hitting that 30... Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, so...
Okay. So it's just... Like, it seems like... Let me just try something to see. Ooh, crap.
Because it's hitting everyone versus a single player, I think that's why you get less.
Okay.
Because everyone gets 4 hit points now.
Yes, I think that's about right.
And if I would have just tapped Hestian, it would have been 8 plus a d8.
Yeah.
Would
And
have
that's
been great
okay.
for you, but...
That's okay.
Okay, so we all get 4 hit points back. Which brings
Thank
me
you.
back up to full.
Oh,
I'm good.
I could still use 7.
So with this I guess, what does all this look like, Guzmik, since it's the first time casting this?
Oh, well, I think what's going to show up is like a dark circle will spread out. I'm gonna center it around myself because I know I'm gonna get everybody. A dark circle will center out, and I think I'll have the three stars show up, and they kind of spin around the circle, and then poof, everyone gets healed, and then the
Okay.
circle goes away.
Very flashy.
Wicked.
Okay. Let's see this guy. Oh man, all you hiding like this. Kind of hidden from view, but surprising stepping out from around your vantage point of the stalagmite. The goblin, one of the goblins from earlier, Joanna, kind of steps out and is able to see you hiding behind the stalagmite, and is going to draw back his bow to take a shot at you.
Miss.
We're just a 10 to hit. Yep, a little too fast, a little too quick, trying to get around that stalagmite, and kind of bounces off the edge of it.
Would have been tight without Guzmik. Thank you.
While not being able to see the hobgoblin, you do hear, again in that broken kind of broken common, "You stay here." And you'll hear kind of a little bit of a scuffle, and you hear a bit of, I guess, a little bit of noise. I'm not sure exactly what happened. But Joanna, it is now your turn. You do see the two goblins yet. What would you like to do?
Want to get closer, but I know that there's that enlightened one. I wanted to say intelligent one, but that's wrong. God, I really gotta buy a new crossbow. We're going crossbow!
Okay.
Which, God, I really have to remember. I think I did reload it?
Yes.
Good job, Joanna. Bad job, Joanna. That's a 10.
All right. That
cross.
kind of startle of them kind of shooting at you. You pull the trigger a little wide and end up missing. That was one action.
Can that goblin only see me?
At this moment, yes.
Okay, I'm going to step right here. So at least the other one has another target.
Okay.
And in turn. Wait, do I have one more?
If you decide not to reload, you would have one more action.
I'm gonna reload.
Okay.
But
So you'll be reloaded for next turn.
yep. I'm not gonna use it again. No way.
Now that you have a favorite thing to do.
They're so far.
Well, let's see. Maybe a nice, tall, flashy target. This goblin over here, off to the left, will take a shot at you. Then nothing can go wrong. 18 to hit.
Barely.
2 points of damage.
Gladly take that.
He'll take a. You know what? He's going to take a lot of shots at you right now. 21 to hit.
Yeah, fine.
For another 3. And a last shot. Still standing out in the open, emboldened. Only 7 to hit, so it sounds like that misses.
That does.
All right. Hassian, it is your go. At this moment, you can, I guess, really just see the one goblin out in the open, and Joanna had taken a couple shots. We'll say to that north side of the screen. Oh, there you go.
I scoop up my weapons while I'm moving.
Wait, would I have had time to say? Would I have had time to tell him what I heard back in the corner? That wait here.
That would have been in common. Everyone probably would have heard that. That's okay.
Pretend I never said that.
No. So you said you're leaving the rapier and dagger on the ground?
I scoop them up.
Okay.
So, and I'm taking half movement, a little less than half actually. Knocking an arrow, and I'm shooting Enlightened One in the face.
Okay.
That is a 26 to hit.
That definitely hits.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
I think. Hang on. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't get a +1, so that's 6. 6 points of damage.
Sure. Okay. With that, Ooh, how to put this? How to say? You knock an arrow quickly, and seeing this this enlightened one kind of standing back, this lightened figure, you take your shot, and you hear a surprisingly smooth voice, kind of obviously getting hit, and at that moment the lightened one goes dark, and really at this point all you see is a pile of kind of rags and raggedy cloak off at the edge there, kind of falling over. I think Hassian had taken his 3 actions.
Yes, I have, and damn Jedi tricks.
Kuzmik, you're up.
Well, shoot. I want to know what Hessian is partying with over there, but
I was gonna say, I can't see.
yeah, I can't see. This guy is causing us a problem out here, though. I will pull out my crossbow.
It's a big room.
And it is not loaded. I mean, who walks around with a loaded crossbow? So I suppose I've got to do that first. That's an action.
Yep.
I'm seeing Joanna work this crossbow.
Poorly.
So for my second action, I will shoot him. Little dude out there in the middle that's been peppering us. Okay. Oh. Oh no. How do I do this? There we go. Throw my crossbow down too. Forget it.
Yeah, shot goes a little wide there.
Okay. I will then, for my last movement, or my last action, move around here and see what Hessian's up to. I expect to see that big guy. I'll peek around the corner there. I guess I can do that much.
Yeah, so you do see a say striding forward, but yeah, striding forward hobgoblin and the pile of rags that was the enlightened one, and that other goblin here that does seem to be still hanging about. I'm guessing that's it for you then, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, good. Not really being able to see what happened with the enlightened one, this goblin will drop his short bow and will charge forward to Hestian and will make a couple strikes against you as they pull out their own wicked looking kind of short bladed weapon. That'd be a dirty 20 to hit you, Hestian. For 4 points of damage. And we'll try to strike again, but only a 12.
That misses completely.
Okay. That'd probably be it for that one. It's got its 2 actions there. The Hobgoblin now.
Wait, that's the guy I just hit that you said was Rags.
You shot the Enlightened one, you said. Not the Hobgoblin.
I shot that one.
Well, you said the Enlightened one.
Okay.
So there was a figure back here that was the glowing light source.
Okay. I had... That's fine.
It was badass. It was
going.
badass.
Keep going.
Okay. The
He's the
Hobgoblin
wizard behind the curtain.
is going to make his way forward and probably looking down at Guzmik and a little upset that a goblin is kind of going against him, will take one swing at you, but this one is a large, or I guess a long sword. To you, Guzmik, looks very large, and will take a strike against you. 27 to hit.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Future learning for me. If one of my actions was to put up my shield last turn, then I could do the shields up, right?
Yes. So when you pull up your shield, you will increase your AC by 2, and then you can use your reaction to kind of intercept a strike and minimize it.
Okay, I should have done that. That was silly. Yep, I will know that for next time.
It's one of the first real bits of combat that you're kind of stepping into, so we're all kind of learning at the same time.
Okay. Unless we all die right here.
Could happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is looking kind of TPK-ish, right?
No,
Someone called it.
Surprisingly. Let's see, where was I? That was it for the Hobgoblin. Joanna, it is your turn. I know you had your previously reloaded crossbow.
Yeah, you know this one. We're gonna go with the crossbow.
Okay.
14. To the one in the middle of the room.
That is a miss still.
Ooh. I don't want to get pinned in, so I'm gonna reload and do it again.
All right, take a shot.
God, I hate this guy.
Kale, a random goblin.
16.
That barely hits him after he dives out of the way of the one shot. The next one does catch him.
4 points damage.
Okay. Kind of seems like you stuck him kind of in the thigh. But he's kind of hobbling around still and seems to be doing okay-ish. I'm guessing that's it?
I think that's all
those three.
Yep.
Unloaded crossbow. The Goblin Warrior did take offense to that and will return fire.
I don't know why the number is red, but it misses.
He rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
I'll kind of say with that as he took a shot and again kind of angry at you, kind of overextended it, and his kind of forearm stepped out into the way of the string, and arrow goes wide, and he kind of takes a moment to kind of shake out that he hit himself and will take another shot against you. For 16.
Yeah, alright. That one hits.
That one does hit. 6 points of damage. That is it for his turn. Getting hurt right there. don't know why it's not tracking you guys well. Hessian, it is your turn again. You
I'm
have...
fainting on the hobgoblin.
Okay.
First is a 26 to hit with the rapier
That does hit.
for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Dagger is 18 to hit.
That barely squeaks past his defenses.
5 points of damage plus an additional 3.
Okay.
So 8 additional points of damage aside for plus the first damage.
Yep.
I did. And that's 2 actions. Well, the first action was dropping the bow and readying the rapier and dagger.
So that's it for you then?
That would be it for me, yep.
Okay. Guzmik. It is your turn with a grumpy-looking hobgoblin in your face and another goblin nearby as well.
Okay. I'm going to...
I'm nearly dead.
How tall is a hobgoblin? Like, if I was gonna bite it, like, I was gonna, like, try to bite its neck, do I have to jump up on it?
That'd be a pretty high jump. You'll probably get him in the side relatively easily, but he's probably standing about 6 feet tall.
Go for the
he's
groin.
not gonna bite his groin.
His groin? Ow!
Eye level.
Damn! Vicious!
Alright, maybe here's what I'm gonna do first. First, I am going to try my harm spell on him.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to do what I'm gonna try. It's got a range of 30 feet. I'm gonna try to do the 2-action one where it's a D8 plus 8.
Okay.
Just specifically on him.
Sure.
So I will cast it. And then harm versus living.
All right. So I need to make a basic fortitude save.
DC 16.
Ooh, that is a 12. So he fails.
Okay, so he's gonna take 6 plus 8. Is that right? 14?
Is it just the straight up plus 8? Or is it like
think
2d8?
For the one that takes 2 actions, it says if you are doing this, increase the hit points restored by 8. That's for it looks like it has the same dialogue for the heal and the harm.
Okay. Sure. We'll go for it.
There's a D8 for like the 1 action, and then there's an increased 8 for the 2 action.
Okay.
Read it.
What does this harm look like as you take this hobgoblin down?
Well, this I pull out the claws, dig them in, and you see like it was kind of like the same graphics as the heal, but it's not a circle. So it's kind of like you see the 3 stars kind of spinning around in a circle coming out of my hands, both hands, through the nails and into the victim.
Okay.
And then poof, it kind of goes away.
All right. Yeah. With that, he kind of crumples over right at your feet.
I guess the groin was where I targeted. I don't know. No, I do like quads or something, I guess, if he's that big.
Okay.
Anyway.
I think that was your... If you would have just dropped the crossbow, that's just a free action, so you do still have 1, or you could put it away if you wanted to.
Drop the crossbow, run over, and, well, that's a movement.
He would have been right on top of you, so you didn't have to use your move. You'd still have 1 more action if you want to do anything.
We'll jump up on his body. one, to show dominance, and 2, to be ready to bite that other guy next round. Because there's another right?
Goblin.
There's another little
Yes.
goblin guy there?
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm done.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Hestian though and say, "Did you see that?"
I saw. Well
Shit.
done. Well done.
With this, that goblin would definitely be a bit panicky and frightened, but will, not seeing that it can get away, will make a couple strikes against probably Guzmik based on taking down, or showing dominance and trying to attack in fear. 12 to hit.
My dog. 12?
12.
No.
10 and another 12. So kind of the panic has set in for that goblin.
Dominance.
Standing on the dead body.
Yeah.
Ah!
Joanna, we're back to you.
Alright, so I am going to move behind Hestian, drop into my dragon stance, which is just a low, stable stance with kind of like my hands out, and then I am going to drink a healing potion, or drink my healing potion.
Okay.
So 6 points of healing? Okay.
Sounds good.
And in my turn. I don't know why I did that.
That's okay. We're still learning it all. Kind of losing sight of you, the goblin will, from what you can only guess, is probably going to be trying to charge towards you. And I think that will be its turn. Unsure exactly where he disappeared to. Okay. Hestian, it's your turn.
Rapier attack on the goblin that's in front of me.
Okay.
24 to hit,
That definitely hits.
5 damage.
All right. Still standing.
Dagger attack. Swings wide with a 7.
That does miss.
And I'm gonna try rapier again.
All right.
I rolled a 19.
Woo woo.
Does
3
that
points
hit?
of damage. 19. Well, let's see.
Oh yeah. No.
It's 19.
Minus 3.
My normal to hit with my rapier is a +7.
You barely catch
Yeah,
him. Yes.
because it's -3, so 16.
Yep.
2
Barely.
more points of damage.
With that one, you are able to kind of catch him and take that one down as well.
Okay. That's my attacks. That's my
Okay.
that's my entire roll.
Guzmik,
turn.
you are up. You do have sight on the other goblin who ran around the upper side of the stalagmite.
Okay. I'm gonna jump from this body onto this body for my movement, and then to here.
Okay.
And I'll be going, "Rah!" And I'm gonna go in for a bite.
All right.
Boy, I'm so glad I could provide you with platforms to go on.
Thanks. This makes this more visually appealing. Oh, sorry. I just can't find my stuff. Here's my bite. lot of things to click on. Uh-oh. That's a 1.
You might be
That's 6.
you
but-
might be feeling that chomp that hit air later, kind of a little bit in the jaw.
Okay. I'll
We
have
should
to
have a good
check all
dental
my,
plan.
have to check all my teeth with a mirror later. I will then pull out Dog Slicer, my second move,
Okay.
and try to slice. Okay. Okay. 21.
Technically, it would have been your second attack, but it still would have hit.
It's a different. Are all
Yep.
attacks?
As in, like, you attacked once with your bite, and then your second one would have been, but it still does hit, so you're just fine.
Okay. So
That
I
looks
guess that's
looks like 1 point of damage.
yes.
Okay. You do kind of catch him a bit in the arm, but he still seems to be putting up a bit of a fight.
Shoot. I think that's it for me. I moved and I did 2 things.
Okay. Joanna, you do catch a bit of a scuffling on the other side. What would you like to do?
Guzmik, can you see where the enemy is? Can you tell me where the enemy is?
It's right here.
Okay. Well, with
That's
that
all.
helpful information, I want to move.
Okay.
And I guess we'll just go above the dead body.
With your movement, you get, all your movement. You could reach him if you wanted to walk up to him
Okay,
still.
They do. So I will go there, and then I will do the bludgeoning dragon attack,
Okay.
which dragon stance. I never turned it on. And then for 10.
That's a miss.
And then I will do flurry of blows. So it'll take 2 actions. Right?
Technically, I think Flurry of Blows is a 2 action, but you could say your first one would have been to strike, since we're new to combat.
Wait, what?
So your Flurry of Blows. Let's see if I can find it.
There it is.
Oh, never mind. Continue as you were.
Okay. Let me just struggle a little bit, I guess. Do I just do 2 fists?
So you can still you can continue on your Dragon Tail strikes. Just use your multi-attack penalty of -5 and -10. So you'll make one at a -5.
Sorry, I turned off the
You're
dragon
fine.
stance.
You're fine.
Oh, a 3.
That is a miss.
Wow.
You've got another attack because you did your Flurry of Blows, so...
Yep. A 0.
It's, I guess, for what reason do you think you're having such trouble with this one?
I think I'm a little shooken up from having to go over 2 dead bodies to get here. We're
Okay.
gonna go with that. And also seeing my fellow team member just gorilla dominance on top. It shook me a little.
Okay. That Goblin Warrior will turn towards you and make a couple attacks at you, Joanna. You'll actually kind of bounce between the two. You'll go Joanna, Guzmik, Joanna. Just kind of see if he can get anything with that panic. 17 to hit Joanna.
Yeah.
5 points of damage. To Guzmik. 15 to hit.
Nope.
And to Joanna, 4.
No.
So you did catch 1. Seems to be pretty excited about that. Kind of looking around and seeing that he doesn't have any backup.
Backup's on the floor.
Kind of. Hastian. It is your go.
Yep. Come on. Oh, I'm stuck in ruler mode. How do I get out of ruler mode?
Tap on that little square next to the head, the face.
Correct.
Dang it. Okay.
That's what I do.
And if I move there, actually move there, does that count as flat-footed since we're flanking?
Making me check for rules. I'll give it to you. Make it quick.
$14 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay. Dagger. Dagger. 22 to hit.
That's with your -4.
Yes.
Then that's a hit. Damage?
-4, because it's 7 minus 4 is 3.
Yes.
And I rolled a 19. Damage will be 3. Since it's flat-footed. Now, do I get the sneak attack on the first one that lands, or only on the first attack?
It would be the first one that lands, but at that point it doesn't really matter. You're able to kind of catch him as he's looking back between you both and kind of catch him in the back. And he does kind of stop moving and fall off your dagger.
Good.
With that, it is after 9. We've been going for a while. Sorry, combat took a long time. But I think it was best at that point to kind of finish up combat quick. So,
Yeah.
we are going to take a very quick, short break. Well, not a very quick. We're going to take a short couple-minute break. Just kind of refill our drinks, kind of run to the bathroom. But we will be back in a short bit. Feel free to move about, and we will see you all very soon.
If only.
All right. Let's see. I gotta change that volume of that sound because I forgot the music. I like this one, I think. Still could keep a bit of tension in here at this moment in this dark cave. But yeah, before that, welcome back. Sorry, took a little break. Back into it. We had a bit of a long combat here for the first half. Second half, we'll see what happens. Hastian recently just dispatched the last goblin that was giving them a bit of trouble. For maybe a little bit, just for kind of a turn to give it some time to see what everybody does quickly. Why don't we stick with initiative for a moment? Guzmik, what would you do after this?
I'd like to turn around.
I'm really hurt.
I was gonna say I'm kind of hurting.
I mean,
But what would you like to do?
Just as a note, remember with since we're all kind of new-ish to Pathfinder, there is that kind of take the 10-minute kind of that short rest where you can kind of heal, bandage your wounds, kind of take that time. So it is something you all could do whenever you choose, and you actually don't need someone else to do it for you. It's just rolling kind of on the making a medicine roll. So I'll leave that out there. Continue.
We'll
which
do
is
that.
absolutely what I would suggest because I
You're low.
gave you all I got
Oh man.
for healing. Although It did say that I thought I had 2, and when I did the 1, it went. My thing is now 0 out of 2.
You'd still have
God.
1. It should not have taken 2 spell slots, so you would still have 1 left over.
Oh.
But you
Okay,
did harm. You did
I
harm,
did.
touch, and heal.
But harm is a different thing.
She's very good at harming.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different thing. You don't want it. But
Of
I do
course
have
not.
two heals. I just thought maybe I misunderstood something. I can heal you again if you want. But I'd suggest we sit here because I mean if they have 2 of those, and I'll indicate down to the hobgoblin. I mean, you might need some more healing. I don't know. They can't have 2 of them, all right?
They already had 2. One's a pile of rags over there, and one's a dead body right there.
I thought the pile of rags was light.
The pile of rags was an enlightened one, who was tall. I'm assuming it's a hobgoblin. Let's put it that way, because
I thought
he's
the
taller than a
common. I
regular
thought the
goblin.
common was pretty good though. I didn't hear an accent. I think.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
search the body, the hobgoblin body.
Okay.
If there's anything good on it.
Anyone that doesn't have a lot of damage should probably go and rifle the bodies.
I feel great. I'll rifle. You guys rest.
So how do we do the rest thing, Tyler? Just a medicine check?
Yep, just make a medicine check for me, please.
Oh god. Oh god. The skull, that was bounced out of it. 17.
18.
So you're both able to roll a d8 to heal yourselves. You will be... Let's hold off on that for a moment, because it does take 10 minutes. So really, you guys are going to be kind of sitting down, taking a break. Anything could come, kind of disrupt you, and Guzmik kind of has 10 minutes to run around and do as she will.
Yep, go rifle the bodies, Guzmik.
Have fun.
Okay, I'm right here though. I'm rifling that big hobgoblin that was down.
Yeah.
Over
Yep.
here first.
Sure. Just why don't you give me a... Oh, it's not investigation, would it be? Kind of give me a perception check.
Okay.
Is that right?
Not really like an investigation or anything.
No. You know what? Give me a thievery check. We'll do that.
Ooh, okay. Not bad at this. 11.
Got armor is a little bit worn. The blade, longsword, looks pretty nice. Nothing terribly spectacular about it. Probably has a let's see, another short bow with a few arrows on them. Coin purse is surprisingly light, maybe 4 silver and 7 copper. That's probably all you'll get off that one.
Okay, I'll bag that. I think I don't want to set off any. I want to run up to see that other thing that Hessian shot, because you guys need this healing time. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sneak up. Oops. Get off there. That's not me. Okay. I'm gonna sneak up this way, quiet as I possibly can. I'm not parading around, making a lot of noise.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get to that other thing that Hessian shot.
Okay.
We have a disagreement about what it was.
Sure. As
Come around
you
the back there.
kind of about the point that you reach right there, you're able to see that pathway actually doesn't just end right there. So as you kind of keep going towards that pile of rags, it's just kind of another cavern or passageway that kind of goes through into the caves. Kind of see a bit of a slope downwards to it. And ahead of you, towards where that enlightened or that light, that enlightened one was, you can kind of see a covered bit of fabric or leather or a cloak or some sort, kind of covering up the that entrance to that back other room. And in front of that, a pile of what seems like rags, though. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Almost good. 10.
It's a very large pile of rags at this point, kind of.
Okay.
It's really all you see. So why don't you continue on?
Okay. I would like to, as a cantrip, cast Detect Magic. It is, I'm sending out a pulse, I guess. I'm not seeing a range on here.
And it's probably just a 30-foot range, but
Okay. Well, I want to check those rags anyway, so I will not do Detect Magic right now. I will just continue to sneak towards the rags.
okay.
Kind of peek down that hallway I just passed.
Just kind of keeps extending its way along.
Okay. Now I'm to the cloth.
Okay. As you get within about like 10 feet of these pile of rags, you do finally notice that they are moving slightly in a very kind of rhythmic, but a very fast rhythmic pattern. And you can probably hear pretty shallow, shaky breathing.
Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire.
That
Shallow, shaky breathing. Okay. Yeah, it's a big spider. I'm gonna try pumping a chill touch into it.
Okay.
The DC 15 fortitude save.
All right. With that, the shaking kind of stops, and a kind of extra long kind of breath releases, and it stops moving.
Didn't even roll damage. What in the world? I'll pull out Dog Slicer and just kind of like try to pull the rags away with my weapon.
Sure.
So I don't touch it.
Okay. As you do, a dirty, kind of ruddy tuft of hair pops out first. And then you continue to pull back this cloak leathers to find a relatively sickly looking human.
it's Kale. Oh, he's not human. Never mind.
It's Kale, god damn it!
Currently
Harm!
not really moving or breathing at this time.
Well, the hobgoblin talked to it, and they were buddies. Oh shit. Alright, I'm gonna dig through the rags with my hands, see if I can find anything worth taking.
You probably find a few scraps of paper, maybe a bit of charcoal.
This is a human? Like a small human?
Yeah, they're probably about 5 feet.
Can I carry him back?
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna scoop him up, flip him over my shoulder, and come back to my buddies, quiet as I can. check this out, you guys.
What the
Flop 'em
fuck? What the heck?
This is who the hobgoblin was talking to, right? I mean, he was right up. He was the rags. What? So, Heston, when you shot him, he was not a small human.
I
guess
he
he's a
was
big human
just
to me.
in light, and I figured he was probably the leader, so I just decided to put him down like a dog in the street.
He was still kind of breathing, and I just finished him off. Now I don't know what.
Are we sure he's dead?
Yeah, I think
Can I check
he's
a
not
pulse?
breathing.
He's dead.
Alright.
They were in cahoots.
Yes,
This was
they were.
not a prisoner.
Stop. They were in cahoots.
Okay.
You're fine. Everyone's fine here now.
Feel free to take your healing at this point. Because you succeeded in healing yourselves, you can actually, if you wish, take another 10 minutes, attempt another medicine check to heal another d8, if you so choose.
What did our first one? How much did it heal?
You have to
Gotta
roll,
roll it.
an 8-sided dice.
Yep, roll a d8.
Oh, duh. Yeah. My memory is.
It's okay.
That's okay, a lot happened.
Yeah, I killed a kid.
It's not a kid.
He said small, human.
Seems thin. If it was standing, probably would have only be just over 5 feet, but does not give off the appearance of a child. Just a short human, it seems like.
See? You're fine.
So, the other two, did you want to do more healing? You guys going to be content with where you are?
I'm at 11 out of 15, so I'm pretty good.
12 out of 20, but yeah, I could be good.
Okay.
But let's take 10 more minutes.
I won't argue with that.
I mean, I don't.
Would
no
you like to go
offense or
kill someone
anything,
else?
Offense,
I
but
rolled,
mean, I can
so
do it cool.
10 more minutes. 10 more minutes.
Okay.
I rolled a 17 on my medicine check.
I have not rolled.
Okay.
16.
Kuzmik, during this time, are you going to be doing anything else? You going to look around, or are you going to be content with kind of hanging out and sticking nearby?
I'm gonna stick nearby, and I'm gonna check all my teeth while they're doing that, because of that air snap that I did.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna just do that, but also be watching.
Okay.
And listening.
Launch the two of you, roll for another d8 of healing.
Nice. I'm full health.
I can't do math. I'm 17 out of 20.
Okay.
There now, don't you guys feel better?
Much.
Yes.
Thank you.
You listen to the Guzmik.
The Guzmik.
The Guzmik.
I will occasionally refer to myself in that way. I don't know why I do it.
It's all right. It's endearing.
Now what do we do? I saw a hallway up there. It kind of arched around and went down. Up by the rags.
So we need to find the relic.
It would be behind a
Right.
curtain, don't you think? Not down a hallway.
I think it'd probably be behind a curtain. It might be down a hallway though, because who knows what they have down there. Let's explore what's here, and then we'll see where it takes us from here.
All right. Well, everybody came out of that room up there, and
Okay.
I went up to the room everybody came out of.
Well, let's go and check it out then, eh?
I was suggesting maybe that's the last place we check, but
Oh.
it's fine if you want to check that first. I can do that too. They could be partying there, and maybe the relic is somewhere else.
Right, but the other thought I have is there should probably be no one left in there. At least no one that's able to fight us effectively. So it would be a safe place to look first and find out if it's defensible and see what else we can do.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Right, onward.
So where are you heading first?
Behind the curtain.
Okay.
That
Yeah, back up where I just was.
So as you feel free if you want to move your characters up in that direction to kind of see what's going on, you part that black curtain. You first run into almost immediately would be a 10-foot kind of black tent in your way. Again, very, very raggedy. Been here for some time. You kind of make your way around it. You find a small, kind of almost classified as a lean-to on the farthest end in the corner, with a number of black kind of charcoal drawings on the wall.
That human that we killed had charcoal on him. These could be their drawings.
yes, most likely they are.
What are the drawings of?
You see some drawings of kind of landscapes, hills, mountains, trees, even some what you've seen on some higher end maps of a topological kind of map of showing height of mountains and hills.
The enlightened one must have been a cartographer in his earlier life. Wonder what made him join up with goblins.
Are these maps, do they seem like this area?
None that you could probably really point to. Even the scraps of paper that you kind of look at as well, kind of the same general feel. You will see one that kind of goes like, why don't you give me an intelligence check? Just feel free to roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier, since I don't think you can force it very well.
10. I don't have a modifier.
One of those scraps of paper kind of catches your eye a little bit. It looks a little familiar, but it's more of, you see a cave entrance, or a bit of a wall, which seems to be a cave, and some pock marks off to the side of one of the walls, kind of going up. Can't really place what it means or whatnot, but that is one of the drawings. The other one is that was a little more hashed together of a stream through a top of one of the topological maps, though between two hills. Those would be the two pieces of paper that you had found. None of them really ring a bell.
I'll take them. Put them in my bag for later reference.
Okay.
Just those, I'll grab the two that stood out to me. That spoke to me. These could help us later. I don't know what they mean, though. I suppose this cave one is somewhere in here, is it?
The two of you would then kind of, same kind of instruction, you kind of get the pieces together as well.
Can I roll for the cave one?
Sure.
What was it, a d20?
Yeah, just a d20 plus your intelligence.
I don't think there is intelligence. Or I couldn't find any. Wait.
Oh, you don't have any, as you're saying?
I know. I couldn't find the option.
You would be correct there. Yeah, so just roll a d20. You have a +0. You have...
Eat my words. It's 20.
Holy cow!
Wow, you found some intelligence.
20.
Cave looks
What does this look like to you?
a little familiar, but nothing jumps out at you immediately.
Then I want to stare at it longer.
Your head's going to start hurting from thinking.
Alright. Sorry, Grisbeck, I got nothing more. Should
Well,
we...
maybe something will come to us later, and I jam them in my backpack. Nothing else in this room, huh?
Yeah.
There's
How
the...
about-
Go in that big tent, that big black tent.
Sure. Going inside, you see almost like a cot, really kind of thrown together, a pile of rags and what seems to be a bedroll. Inside, you do find a decent-sized chest.
All right. I'd like to search it to see if it's trapped.
All right. Thievery, please. Or perception.
Thievery.
No, perception. Right, because you got to check to see first. I'll get all these down eventually.
$11.
Doesn't seem to be trapped. It's kind of a little ramshackle, kind of beat up chest.
Okay. Is it locked?
No.
I'm just gonna open it.
Sure, as you pull it open, a couple decently sized bags are sitting there in the chest. You see a kind of a scrap of paper off to the side as well.
What's on the scrap of paper?
You pull it out and you see a language you do not know on the page, kind of written in a very thick, dark lettering.
Wait, Goosemek. I hold up the piece of paper. Is this goblin?
Let me see. Give it to me.
I give it to you.
It is in fact goblin.
Oh, it's Goblin. Yeah, I got this. You want to know what it says?
Yes, please.
Okay.
It says, Blackmaw expects his payment.
This is Blackmaw expects his payment. Well, I mean, I think, Preston, your theory might be correct. Weren't you saying that they might be paying someone? Or was that me? That might have been me. I don't
It
know.
was both of us. I said that I think that they're not working alone, that they're sending this money off to someone else, and you agreed and thought that that might have been the case as well.
Well, sounds like it's Blackmaw.
Who's Blackmaw?
We're probably not gonna find the money here.
What's in the bags?
Glittering gold coins.
Oh my god! What are our estimates of how much?
based on your own belt pouches, the size, probably over 100 gold of some such. I'm unsure exactly, but
And how much were they giving them each day? 5? No. 5?
5, and they had some times where they had to pay 10 for problems.
That's a lot. These are a lot of payments in here.
Well, we can at least take these back.
If we take it back, I mean, we only found 50, I think.
Wow.
Surprise
And
me
I
for a
thought-
water drinker.
And I thought I was the one that was the rogue.
Well,
Well, look, it's a poor town.
hmm.
We'll talk about this as we go back.
Deal. Do we grab it now or grab it on the way out?
Of course, we grab it now.
I don't know how heavy gold is. Probably heavy as gold.
With that attitude, I think you know how heavy gold is.
Okay.
Probably won't want the same person carrying it all, at least for now. It's a little,
3 bags. Let's split it up. 3 of us.
Okay.
Okay, well, we should check just to make I mean, we found half of what we're looking for here.
Do we go down the one that you saw, or do we kind of check around the other walls to see if there's any other? Or is this where all the enemies came? Maybe that's
That's where they came from, yes.
You had seen 2 come from that way with the hobgoblin and 2 off to the right as well.
Well, we should check everything, right? I mean, we don't know where
Definitely.
things go.
we just go with the closest.
I mean, I have an idea, goblin layouts, but I never lived in a cave. It's gross here. So I don't, this is pretty open floor plan here. Should we just go in the
Alright.
next one down?
Now let's go over here.
Okay. As you make your way off to the right, the path that was kind of hidden behind the stalactite, it kind of hits Joanna hard. This
Stalactite?
is no. This is that picture. Kind of
Let's see the
cutouts
picture.
on the back, on the far side, kind of match up, and it really kind of jumps out that this is what they had drawn.
So, this looks like the picture of this cave. Are there any signifiers on it, I guess? We can all read cave drawings.
Really, what really jumps out on that page is a kind of holes or something off to the right side running up the wall.
The right side we're going, or the right side we did go to?
As in this side right here.
Yep, okay.
Guzmek will come out, will pull the map out and hold it up, like, next to the wall, and just kind of, like, try to figure out where those holes would be on the wall itself.
Sure, looking closely, you do catch relatively shallow indentations going up the wall every 1.5 feet, kind of 2 feet.
Look up. Is it go up really high, or is it a low? Like, what does it look like up there?
It seems like it might go all the way up to the ceiling, probably about 20 feet up. In this section where it kind of curved down, you're probably about 20 feet height.
Are they handholds?
Seems like.
Could I use acrobatics and try to climb up?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll say acrobatics might be a little bit more kind of utilizing the stalactite behind you after a couple. So be kind of splitting up, going up.
Yeah, doing the boo, boo, boo,
Yeah.
boo, boo. Yep. All right. That would be a 19.
All right, as you kind of make your way up, and you're kind of, it starts off a couple handholds climbing to get up before the stalactite gets kind of behind you. You start kind of bouncing back and forth a little bit to work your way up. You reach the top, you reach the ceiling, and you kind of pause to look around and not seeing anything in front of you until you turn around behind you and see a small opening. Well, small, maybe a square foot size in the stalactite behind you. Inside, you do see I guess something gray, kind of a little wrapped up, showing a little bit, but in the darkness of here, not really knowing exactly what it is.
Can you pull out your coin?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the coin and the light coin and hold it up.
Yeah, inside is that recess, or that now is lit up, that you do see a glimmering of metal out the end of a rag.
What do you see? What do you see?
I'm gonna pull it out.
As you pull it out, the rag quickly kind of easily falls away as it's kind of just thrown together, and you do find a silver gauntlet holding a metal kind of rod type thing, kind of like this.
All right. Hey, look, I found the relic.
Woo!
That was.
So here's the question, my friends. We have both of the things that the townsfolk wanted back. We got their gold. We got their relic. Do we leave? Or do we, pardon me for saying it this crudely, Guzmik, put an end to this infestation?
I feel like we already have. You want to root out all of the goblins here and kill them? If there are any more?
Yeah, kind of.
We may have killed their leader with that hobgoblin. They might
And
just
the enlightened
disperse.
one.
And the enlightened one.
All right, let's. How about we do this then? We're all a little bit. Well, I'm not injured anymore thanks to modern medicine. We could go back to the town and give them back most of their gold, Johanna, and give them back their relic, and talk to them about if anyone had ever taken out the hobgoblin before, and go from there.
Could also ask about the name that I've already forgotten.
Black Maw.
Eel?
Yep, thank you.
Black
Kale.
Maw, not Kale. They know who Kale is.
Not ale.
Everyone knows who Kale is.
Let's just hold on. And I take out the other map again with the two hills.
Yep.
There's like a Joanna, you seem to be a star at this. I mean, look at this one. Does this look like something you? I'll hold that one out to her. It's not. It's obviously not in this cave. Well, not obviously, but it's a. This is a topographic map, right?
Yeah.
You sure you don't know anything about this one?
Perception?
Intelligence.
D20.
Yes. Straight. For you.
Mm.
I mean,
My last one was better.
You've seen a lot of hills and streams kind of running through them, but none jogged the memory.
I'm sorry, I'm from the desert. I don't really know hills.
Could I take a look at that?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Here. Root. I'll open it up for you too, or I'll hand it to you. You can do it.
Intelligence, eh?
Is there an intelligence category?
No, but
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
do a roll and then you can put your addition for your intelligence modifier, and that was a natural 20 plus 1, so 21.
You, Hassian, you are very well traveled.
Mm-hmm.
Been on many a road, been off a decent number of roads. You have seen the likeness of this place many times. One kind of sticks out at you a bit. Off north a ways. Probably northwest of Gareth. But nothing that really jumps out as to or like you have an idea of where this one is, but you're unsure if it's exactly the one, even with the nat 20.
It looks like something I've seen north of Garrick. So that might be where they're trying to send the gold? All right, let's go back and get... How much gold did we think we found?
100?
Something around 100, maybe a little more, maybe a little less.
All right. Yeah, let's go back and talk to the mayor. Give her back the relic. Give her back most of the gold. I personally think we should give back all of the gold, but we can talk about it.
It's an addiction. We can give it all back. I just get very excited with the possibility.
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes it's better to have someone owe you a favor than it is to just have the straight up gold.
Favors aren't shiny.
Powerful. Oh, they can be. They certainly can be.
Okay. I guess, are you planning to search around here anymore? Did you want to look down any paths? The plan is just to leave.
I think we just want to leave and go back to the town and give them back their relic, right? And then find out if anyone's ever been able to destroy the enlightened one and a bugbear, because my thought is there's probably more goblins in this cave somewhere, and I want to just get the most stuff back there, maybe take a little bit of a rest, maybe train up if we can, and then come back and see what we can do.
I am curious, would I physically be able to carry the dead body back? It's pretty sickly. It's 6 inches
Easily
smaller.
enough, yes.
Okay. I can even give some of the gold that I'm carrying. So then I want to take some of the cloaks from the dead bodies and kind of wrap it or cover it a little bit and then throw it over my shoulder.
Okay. As you kind of leave this corner and disperse heading that direction, Hastian,
Yes.
holding on to the gauntlet was one thing, coming down, just a normal item. But as you step forward, the gauntlet seems to weigh on you, where it both on your physicality and your mentality of your speed. You think as normal, but your speed is 5 feet around. You use all 3 actions, you can essentially, you're moving 5 feet. It is a strange weight that is upon this gauntlet.
Oh, good lord. Oh.
I was gonna suggest we look around, see if we can get any more clues about Black Maw, but
All right, I
looks
don't
like
think
it's doing a number on you.
I don't think that this is a good thing for me to carry. I don't know why, but it
Is it
Oh.
is it the contact? Could you wrap it in something and maybe offset?
All right, let's try. Give me one of the give me one of the cloaks from the goblins.
Here, just take this. I guess this ruse is up, and I take
I can
that
give you
cloak
one
off.
from the dead body.
I've
I
got
wrap it in one of the cloaks the cloak that Gizmet gives me, and do I feel any better?
I mean, you still feel the weight of it. You're not really having too much of a headache even afterward. The initial of just like trying to move it and continuing on is still just heavy. It is a strange weight that is upon this.
All right, I'm gonna set it down on the ground, and I'm gonna step back 5 feet.
Yeah, you're fine. You're moving as normal.
All right. Someone else try picking that up. Joanna, I'll carry.
hold on a second. Let me try something. I'll do a detect magic on it. I mean, I think I know what it's gonna say, but I think it gives me. Oh, you receive no information beyond the presence or absence of magic. It's a
And
cantrip. Who cares? I'll do it.
there is no presence of magic. But you are aware that many of the artifacts do not give off a presence of magic, for they have been lost for a time and are difficult to locate. And so even like giving off an aura of magic is non-existent with them.
I'll
Can
try
I-
to pick it up.
Oh,
are you-
okay.
you
No,
wanna
I
try it?
kind of wanted to just throw it and see if we could continually throw it, pick it up, and throw it.
That is a fantastic way to deal with this. But let's see if Gizmet can
But
pick it up
yes.
and see how she feels.
Okay.
Yeah, I like your idea too. If this thing feels like crap in 5 seconds, we're doing what you said. And I pick it up, and I start walking with it.
Same kind of thing. It draws on you. You're just unable to move quickly with it. You would feel something slightly different, more so of you've felt this feeling before, but we'll kind of put it as a sense of purpose or weight or destiny, as it were. Some eyes upon you that you kind of are shy under, but still only moving at 5 feet per round.
Eyes that I would shy under. Ugh. Forget this. Let's throw it.
I gotta try myself. I
Okay.
think you two are making it up.
Okay, go for it.
So I pick it up and I walk forward.
You have the same feeling.
Okay, I throw it down angrily.
Okay. Do you
We could
do you
drag
try?
it,
Do you just
too.
drop it, or do you try to actually throw it?
I just drop it. I don't want to damage it, but I'm pretty upset.
I'm
I
gonna
thought I was the
pull
one.
you guys down to like here, kind of, because that's kind of about how far you've made it so far.
What if more than one of us hold it at the same time.
So here's my question. How'd these bastards get it in here?
You all would have questioned enough, and there was a horde that appeared and set fire to parts of the town and kind of random chaos, and it made its way off during that time. Would the three of you please roll a d10 for me?
I shouldn't have touched it.
You guys are fine.
We're fine. I rolled a 4.
7.
3.
Joanna, please re-roll.
Oh no, it's you.
10.
Perfect.
That's either really good. Or
Yeah.
Really
You guys
bad.
are... I love the paranoia. It's great. All right. I guess continue as it were. Next idea. You are moving just fine. You are moving with it. It's just slow moving.
Fine. I'm just gonna pick it up and be like, "Hey, we're gonna move slow. Every single one of us is having a bad day with it. Let's go."
Hastian, make a perception check.
Perception. $15.
With Joanna dropping the gauntlet and the kind of the rags kind of falling apart, the glove is no longer, or the gauntlet is no longer holding tight, but a thumb is raised. And when you pick it up, as was, same, you feel a burden. And you feel like you're going to be moving a bit slower.
Slower than before?
No, still that 5 feet.
What is it holding, by the way? Like you've got the
Yeah.
As you kind of, I guess if you look closely at that, it's kind of a shattered, rusted. It's kind of hard to tell kind of what material it is. It's just aged so long. Probably about 8 or 9 inches in length that it's holding tight in its grasp. Probably a couple, well, no, that's probably, let's see.
I think we should pry the fingers open.
Or drop it again.
Hassan, you've been to the trial of the Gauntlet before, and it is the trial to open it.
It's a gauntlet, right?
Yep. Left hand.
I'm gonna put it on.
Okay. As you...
What? We didn't agree to that.
No, we didn't.
You've already
I know.
got it on. Yeah.
As you stick the gauntlet on, that same weight seems to almost grow stronger. A bit of panic of maybe something occurring. It's almost like putting your hand into a glove with its fingers turned inside out. It's very difficult to get your hand in. But as you do, you're luckily, thanks to the thumb being raised, the index finger opens. And at that point, when you're staring at it, you see that there are a number of rings, one on each of the fingers. What do? That's the only one that
look.
opens.
Look, I can wiggle my finger.
Is there
Let's
a ring
go.
on this finger?
Actually, here's what we're gonna do. I can't move fast. I'm gonna lay down on this cloak. Right? You're a big, strapping, strong lady. Pull my ass out of here while I'm carrying the gauntlet.
Well, that's just dumb. Why don't we just drag the gauntlet? Are you just looking for a free ride, Heston? I mean, I'm tired too. I know you took a couple hits, but...
No, I didn't think about dragging the gauntlet, and I don't know if I can get it off now.
Oh, shit. Really?
Joanna, as you look at the gauntlet, questioning about the ring, there is no ring on the index finger anymore.
Anymore?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, do we see it on the ground?
Not on the ground.
Hestian, can you take it off? Not that I'm objecting to carrying you, but...
Yep, slides right off. Same, difficult to get off a little bit, but as you remove the gauntlet, on your index finger stands a 5-banded of twisting metal of different colors. Red, black, blue, gold, and silver, I believe. Yes.
Oh.
Can you get that
Well.
off?
I try to take it off.
Doesn't move.
Nope, this one's stuck.
Is there one on the thumb? Can I check my hands?
Nothing on your thumb. There is still a ring on the thumb.
Okay.
Oh, still on it.
So there's no
So-
rings that are unaccounted for right now, right? We can see the one on Hestian and the rest are on the artifact still.
Yep.
Am I able to move at my normal rate now, or am I still down to 5?
Do you set the gauntlet down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're fine.
Can I shove the gauntlet on the dead body's hand?
I don't know if you can manipulate a hand into this gauntlet based on how difficult it is to put on. You could try if you want to take some time.
Nah. I do want to try to put it on a cloak and like carry or like slide it. At this point, I'm taking the body down.
You're barely moving as well. Anything trying to move this, you're moving slow.
Okay, what about throwing it?
You throw it like as hard as you can. Inches.
Did the mayor say what the significance of this artifact was to this town? Did they put it in the middle of that square? Circle, whatever.
The trial of the gauntlet has been a draw to the town where people would come from quite a long distance to attempt to put it on and claim the artifact.
I want to give a good tug at whatever's in its hand. Not put the glove on, but like hold it, I guess, and then see if it comes out. I doubt it, but...
Give me a strength check.
You're giving me hope. Oh, strength is... Oh yeah, I didn't know. I forgot about wisdom and dexterity, so I forgot that there actually was intelligence. Is it a D20 plus?
D20 plus whatever your strength would be. Yeah.
18.
Doesn't budge. Trying to pull the rod out. Nothing happens.
That makes sense. How far is this cave from the town?
It took you probably about 10-15 minutes to sneak your way here. So
Could just bite the bullet.
it's going to take you about an hour to get back.
Let's
You
just
guys-
do it.
Yeah. And then maybe we can ask about your ring. Your new ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'm taking the body back.
All right, who's got the gauntlet?
I'll carry it. Why not? I actually have my speed is 35 normally. So hopefully that does something that I'm not just 5 feet.
Nope, 5 feet.
Well, fuck. All right, stupid artifacts.
Smirk.
Well, we can switch off. That's okay with me.
Yeah, all right.
But do we want to tell them that what happened to you? Should we just put the glove on your hand and just say we found it that way?
They're gonna see the ring.
Eh.
It's part of the contest to try to open the hand.
And it's already opened. I mean,
It's only
Two
partially open.
fingers are opened. Yep.
1.5 are open.
Okay.
But yeah. Okay, so we'll, kind of jump along a little bit. Hastian, you're going probably for about 10, 15 minutes. Might trade it off to somebody. Joanna Guzmik, during your time, you'll transfer it to the other, kind of transfer everything around. Are you going to end up putting on the gauntlet ever? Are you just going to keep walking with it?
it didn't seem like putting it on helped, and only added more questions. So I will not put it on during my turns.
Okay.
What if you're the one?
I obviously wasn't. I thought I
Did
was.
Did you put it on though, or did you just hold it?
She had held it and dropped it. And tried to throw it.
So you didn't put it on.
I didn't, but if it only gets rid of one ring, I don't know if that would really help us. Do you want me to put it? You're really trying to convince me to put it on. I'm very susceptible to peer pressure. How about you go first, if you want to do it?
Give me it. I'll take it. I'll put it on.
Same kind of thing. That index finger, that's not moving at all. It's tough. It's that finger at least is easy to get on. The thumb's a little easier because it's partially open. The other ones are still kind of stuck, but as you force your hand in, another finger
On my hand.
raises.
Oh. Look what I did.
Nice.
The ring on the gauntlet, gone for that finger.
Oh. I'll take it off and look at my hand.
Same 5-banded ring on your finger.
Okay, Joanna, it's gonna work for you too. Let's just do it. We'll all have done it.
Point. Oh,
Well, he's got the pointer finger. I got the ring finger or the middle finger.
Ring finger.
I really want the middle finger. All right, I'll put it on.
Okay.
It left in.
Getting a little easier yet. But that thumb that had already moved opens fully.
I wanted the middle finger. Come on.
You should have rolled a different number then.
All right, let's go. Make Kale put it on.
It's probably something cool. We don't want Kale to have it. I mean, if people come from all over and try to do it, it's not a punishment.
Why don't the three of you just kind of give me a perception check? Just randomly.
No, randomly.
I don't know why. Let's just see.
20.
12.
10. There's dirt here.
Joanna will catch a glimpse of movement, kind of a red, light red, kind of orange movement, a flat flicker of it, and it's gone. Well, that's really about it.
I saw something red, like your scarf, Guzmik.
Well, this is a terrible time for something to come after us.
Fair. very much is.
We are laden with gold and a weapon, a thing that we can't move with. You guys know. How far are we from town?
And also, are we moving faster now that we are all cursed?
Nope. You're all. I mean, like
We're
whoever's
cursed.
holding the gauntlet is moving slow. The rest of you are moving just fine. That flash of movement happens once as you kind of exit the cavern, but then is gone. You never see it again. And we'll kind of jump ahead a little bit, unless there's anything anyone wants to really talk about, or you're just going to take the time reassuring Joanna it's not cursed.
Yeah.
It's not cursed. If it were cursed, I'd be hearing voices or something. At least that's what I expect for a curse. I don't know. It might be cursed. I don't think so.
Yeah, but
All we're doing is moving slowly.
It doesn't come off though.
You guys
I mean,
are doing a great job convincing me.
Well, no, the ring doesn't come off. But who cares about the rings? It's the gauntlet. The rings aren't slowing us down. It's the gauntlet that's slowing us down.
Yeah, but like when you take a bath at night, don't you like take all your stuff? You can't wash that part under your finger now.
Water gets under your... we'll get between that and your finger, I'm sure.
I'll get under your finger. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Soon enough, bit bickering, weary travel, the town of Godsheim comes into sight. But there's a fair number of people kind of stationed near the edge of the wall, kind of near the edge of town, eagerly awaiting your return. In front, standing seemed to be very excitable Ivis, kind of shifting from foot to foot in excitement to see that you all are returning. And with that, we're actually going to stop there. Going to leave a bit of tension, a little bit of worry, a little bit of suspicion in the party and in the players. Seems like an okay place to stop? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I'm sure we could keep going, but probably a good place. We will be bringing it back next week at 7:30. Housekeepings. Again, kind of checking through. The somber music tonight was by the Derpwood. Again, you can find them on YouTube here. We're on Twitch right now, but this will be super soon be on YouTube. I'll do it anyway, and no one's really watching, but that's okay. If you want to jump into Moonflower Tavern, come on, shoot me a message or jump into the Discord. We'll love to chat about the game and see what you're thinking. But while we do some player outros, Mike, where can our viewers find you and kind of keep up to date with all things Madcap?
Well, any place on social media, I'll be found as Madcap23 or Madcap2350. I forgot that I added that for TikTok. Look for me. I've got a few things on YouTube. I've got some stuff on TikTok. I've got stuff on D&D Beyond that I've homebrewed. And I have, you can find me sometimes on Superior Adventures Guild. Well, that's been a little bit spotty for me recently because I've been doing a lot of stuff in my personal life. I'm a creator of not only D&D games or TTRPG type games, but I also do prop and cosplay making stuff as well. So just anytime that you want to contact me, hit up the Moonflower Tavern. You can find me there. And yeah, looking forward to talking to y'all. Ty, back to you.
All right, Allie, I guess a quick outro. How's the campaign treating you? Are you doing okay? A little panicky?
Definitely relied on crossbows maybe a little too much. That's definitely on my list to get a better one. Yeah, I don't know. It was fun. It was a good fight. I'm very confused about the Gauntlet, and it's definitely a curse, but, you know, we'll see.
So you're saying it's the crossbow and not the archer was the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, yeah.
Definitely was the crossbow, it wasn't the archer.
Shelly, where can our viewers kind of find you and keep up to date with you?
Well, you can find me at Flea Monkey on the chats here and there, and if you're interested in heading over to Twitter, I'm Real Flea Monkey over there. You can also find me on Guild Superior every Tuesday, in the world of Greyhawk.
Fantastic. I think that's really about it. I have been Tythalanos. Feel free to follow me here. Every Wednesday night we'll be back here playing Pathfinder in Cyrenthe. Otherwise, I'm here kind of playing other random games as I have time and that are interesting. But I'd love to chat, so feel free to give that follow and come on over to Twitch to interact more. But with that, we're actually going to raid out. I did see... let's see, who was it now? Fumbles and Flagons. They're a new group. We haven't raided out to them yet. So let's go give them a raid. Everybody say hi, and we will see everyone next week. See you, everyone.